Continuing the same problem, so we have calculated small r pitch circle radius of pinion by using formula mt into t divided by 2 and pitch circle radius of gear by using formula capital R is equal to mt into capital T divided by 2. By putting the all values, we will get 138.56 mm small r and 554.25 mm capital R. Please check the answers in the calculator. Now center distance we know that small r plus capital R. So by taking addition, you will get center distance 692.81 mm. Here, now for forces, we have to calculate torque first. So power is given. So power equal to 2 pi n1 into tu. Tu is nothing but torque divided by 60. By putting the values, power then n1 400 and tu as it is. So we can calculate tu 716.19 Newton meter. This answer is in Newton meter. So convert it into Newton mm 716.19 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. Now we got torque, so easily we can calculate tangential force. So Ft equal to TO by R. So 716.19 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 138.56. So we will get tangential force 5168.8 Newton. Then axial force Fa equal to Ft into tan alpha. So tangential force is 5168.80 into tan of alpha, tan of 30 degree. So we will get axial force 2984.2 Newton. Radial force Fr equal to Ft into tan pi n upon cos alpha. So tan pi n tan 20 divided by cos 30 into Ft. So we'll get radial force 2172.32 Newton. Therefore, now resultant normal force F equal to Fr upon sin pi n. So 2172.32 divided by sin 20. So we'll get resultant normal force 6351.45 Newton. So in this way we have to solve the numerical. Now we will see second numerical, that is mentioned here. Two illegal gears having speed reduction of 3 as to 1 and normal module 6 mm with normal pressure angle 20 degree and helix angle 30 degree. If the center distance is approximately 600 mm apart, determine the number of teeth on each gear and the exact center distance. See, read it again two times this problem. So gear ratio is given 3 as to 1. Normal module Mn 6 mm and normal pressure angle 20 degree, helix angle 30 degree. Here it is mentioned if the center distance is approximately 600 mm apart. So approximately center distance it is given 600 mm. Determine the number of teeth on each gear and exact center distance. So as we know that for helical gear problem, first calculate transverse module. So mt is equal to mn by cos alpha. So 6 by cos 30. So it is coming 6.9 mm. Check the answers. 6.92 mm. Then gear ratio. So we know that t by t, capital T by small t. So it is 3 by 1. So 3. So capital T is equal to 3 into small t. Pitch circle radius of pinion R equal to mt into small t divided by 2. So put value 6.92 transverse module into t divided by 2. So 3.46 t. Capital R is mt into capital T divided by 2. 6.92 into 3t divided by 2. 10.39 t. So approximate center distance R plus R. So it is 600 equal to 3.46 t plus 10.39 t. So from this approximate center distance we can calculate small t. So it is coming 43.35, so approximately 44. So therefore capital T 3 into T, so 3 into 44, that is 132. Now exact center distance. So now we are getting the number of teeth. So number of teeth here it is 44 small t and capital T 132. So now we have to calculate new pitch circle radius of pinion. So exact pitch circle radius of pinion is r dash equal to mt into t divided by 2. So 6.92 into 44 divided by 2, it is 152.44 mm. And exact pitch circle radius of wheel is capital R dash is equal to mt into capital T divided by 2. So 6.92 into 132 divided by 2, 456.72 mm. Therefore, exact center distance is R dash plus capital R dash. So it is coming 608.96 mm. So see students, this type of problems will be asked in the exam. Now this is for your homework. So write down this question. So two helical gears transmits 40 kilowatt with velocity ratio 5. The normal pressure angle of 20 degree and helix angle 25 degree. Normal module is 12 mm and standard diagonal is equal to 1 module. The pinion has 20 teeth and rotates at 400 rpm. Determine the center distance and forces on tooth with net sketch. So this is for homework. You just do it. Okay. Now next is spiral gears. So what is spiral gears? So spiral gears are used to transmit power from one shaft to another shaft, which are non-parallel, non-intersecting. See the conditions. Spiral gears are used to transmit power from one shaft to another shaft, which are non-parallel, non-intersecting. These are also called as skew gears or cross helical gears. Spiral gears having point contact between two meeting teeth. Therefore, the spiral gears are used for low load transmission. These are used for low load transmission. And depending upon this specialty, it is used in so application of this spiral gear. It is used in distribution devices of automobile engine and measurement instrument where the small loads are there. So in this we have to see spiral angle. Some terminology of spiral gears. So first one is spiral angle. It is denoted by alpha. See alpha in helical gear it is helix angle, but in spiral gear it is spiral angle. The helix angle in case of spiral gear is known as spiral angle. For specifying the size of spiral gears, normal module is always used. See, students, we have seen for helical gear we have to use transverse module, but for spiral gears we have to use normal module. Now, shaft angle of spiral gears. So, shaft angle is theta. Here, there are two cases when same hand spiral gears are there, and second case opposite hand spiral gears are there. So, first one A. So now this is the same end spiral gear. So this is spiral gear 1 and this is spiral gear 2. So spiral gear 1 having left hand helix, spiral gear 2 also having left hand helix. In this case, here it is alpha 1 is the spiral angle of gear 1, alpha 2 is the spiral angle of gear 2. So and this is total theta. So theta in this case with having same hand spiral gears, theta equal to alpha 1 plus alpha 2. But in second case, spiral gear 1 is right hand helix and spiral gear 2 is left hand helix. So in this case, this is the alpha 1 and this is the alpha 2. When opposite hand spiral gears are there, then theta is equal to alpha 1 minus alpha 2. Please remember these two equations. Now velocity of sliding of spiral gears. So velocity of sliding is equal to v1 sin alpha 1 plus v2 sin alpha 2. So V1 is nothing but R omega. So omega 1 R1 into sin alpha 1 plus omega 2 R2 sin alpha 2. Again, this equation you have to just remember. Again, next is center distance between two spiral gears. So here already we seen the terminology center distance in helical gear also. Now here small d1 spiral gear diameter of spiral gear 1 and d2 is diameter of spiral gear 2. Let us say center distance is L. Here I have used notation L. You can use any notation. So L is equal to R1 plus again R2. R1 plus R2. Correct? So alpha 1 and alpha 2 spiral angle of gear 1 and 2. Capital T1 and T2 number of teeth on gear 1 and 2. N1 and N2 speed of gear 1 and 2 respectively. So gear ratio we know that M1 by M2 or T2 by T. MT1 and MT2 transpose module of gear 1 and 2 and MN is normal module for both the R1 and R2 pitch circle radius of gear 1 and 2 respectively. So R1 is equal to MT1 into T1 divided by 2. R2 is equal to MT2 into T2 divided by 2. So center distance L is equal to R1 plus R2. So by putting this value, we will get final equation Mn by 2 into T1 by cos alpha 1 plus T2 by cos alpha 2. So this is the center distance. Just you calculate R1 and R2, you will get, then addition of this, you will get center distance. Now this point is important as far as theory question is concerned, as well as numerical is concerned. So efficiency of spiral gear we will see in the next class.